Hello and welcome to the Arkquarium. Come in and take a seat, the show is about to begin. Passionately described by paleontologist Lee Hall as a weird murder turtle alien fish monster bug thing, the Dunkleosteus is certainly a sight to behold. Living during the late Devonian period around 358 million years ago, its fossils have been found in Canada, USA, Europe and Morocco. The Dunkleosteus is the largest and best known of a group of armoured fish called placoderms. Although describing them as armoured fish is slightly misleading, as the large bony plates seen from their fossils were not external armour like you might find in something like an ankylosaur, but were part of its internal skeleton and would have been covered with skin. Only the head of the fish had these large bony plates, and consequently very little remains of the rest of the animal have ever been found. The reconstructions of Dunkleosteus are based on smaller placoderms that fossilise easier. Exact size estimates are hard to come by, and many are based on pure conjecture, but the most reliable sources estimate a maximum size of 10 metres long, and weighing in at around a tonne. It was the largest vertebrate predator in the ocean at this time, and would have been the apex predator of its environment. Take a look at the skull of the Dunkleosteus. It truly is a scary sight. It did not have true teeth, instead the skull's bony plates extended into sharpened fangs in the front of the mouth. These fangs scraped together, continuously sharpening each other as the fish opened and closed its jaws. The bite force of Dunkleosteus has been estimated at somewhere around 6,000 to 7,000 newtons. Not only did it have an incredible bite force, but the speed it could open and close its mouth was impressive too. It's estimated that it could open its jaws in around 20 milliseconds, and the entire bite open to close would take as little as 50 to 60 milliseconds. This kind of speed is similar to fish that use suction feeding. This is where the mouth is opened very fast, creating a void that water rushes into, taking the prey item along with it. The strength of the bite and the opening and closing speed of the jaws may be the reason the Dunkleosteus has the heavily armoured skull. The jaws would need powerful muscles to operate them. These muscles would in turn require strong supports and attachments, otherwise the jaws could not be brought to bear with their full force, and the bony plates found in the skull would provide these strong supports. So what did the Dunkleosteus use this deadly feeding method on? It's likely that it targeted other armoured prey like shelled ammonites or other placoderms. It would have used its sharp jaws to slice into prey, but it seems that only the softer and more easily digestible flesh was desired. When Dunkleosteus fossils are found, they are often found in association with fish boluses. A bolus is a ball of remains that has been chewed and swallowed, but the remains in connection with Dunkleosteus are only of bones that have already seemed to have been partially digested. This indicates that the Dunkleosteus may have spat out parts that were too hard for it to digest completely, a precedent that is known in numerous other fish. Due to the size and armour of Dunkleosteus, the only thing a full-grown adult needed to fear was another Dunkleosteus. Some Dunkleosteus plates actually show damage that seems to have been inflicted by the jaws of another Dunkleosteus. In one particular fossil, several gouges across the bone could be seen, ending in a big fracture, the result of an attacker biting numerous times until the victim's armour finally cracked. These marks are most often found near the joints and gaps in the armour, particularly on the weak points towards the back of the skull. Aside from territorial combat, this may indicate active cannibalism in Dunkleosteus. Well, that's all I have for you this week. As always, I hope you've enjoyed the video and you've learned something new. If you did, please let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. Paleontologist Lee Hall says on his Twitter account that the Dunkleosteus is cooler than the Megalodon. Do you agree? Maybe you can make up your mind next week, as that's exactly who we're going to be looking at. And I hope to see you then. Goodbye.